Every year, Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer and the Mayor's Veteran Advisory Council recognize the U.S. military in honor of National POW-MIA Day.
I want to thank the Veterans Advisory Council for all the hard work that you do. Would all of you stand and accept our thanks, all the blue shirts? Throughout our long history, our nation has been blessed with heroes that are willing to sacrifice their freedom to protect and defend our freedom. And as I speak to you today, there are courageous men and women fighting in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other countries throughout the world to protect our freedom. And they do so knowing that we as a nation have made a promise that if they are captured or lost, that we will never forget them or abandon them. And today, the city of Orlando renews our commitment to those who selflessly give of themselves to keep us from harm. And today, we pledge never to forget.
Retired veterans, active duty personnel and their families, city commissioners, and city staff all attended in remembrance of the soldiers that are still being held as prisoners of war or that are missing in action. Orlando VFW Post 2093 band performed traditional marching tunes to the delight of the audience. Captain Michael Waldrop was the guest speaker. His concern is that returning military personnel get the necessary help to compensate for the traumatic experiences they've had to endure in defense of our country.
Today is a day of remembrance. It's a day of reflection, but it's also a call to action amongst all of us as a community to band together to stand with our servicemen and women day in and day out as they go through their struggles. I've got buddies right now on their 4th and 5th deployments, just like many of your family members and many of your police officers and many of your firefighters. These young men and women are facing multiple deployments. 4 deployments, 4 years of their lives out of what are we at, 8 years into this conflict? 4 years with 4 children was my battle buddy, my senior NCO. And let me tell you, he is not sharing. He's not sharing his story. He's bottling his story up and he's having problems. We can't have those problems with these young men and women as they return to our society. We must embrace them. We must encourage them to share their story. But I'm encouraged and I'm motivated of all the prisoner of war stories that I hear about. I'm motivated by Private First Class Berdal and Staff Sergeant Altaie. I'm motivated and I'm encouraged. Number one, we will not forget them. But number two, we're going to seek them out. We're going to share our stories and we're going to serve them to help incorporate them back into our society and our culture. These young men and women are the answer. These young men and women are going to turn this world around. This next generation of a volunteer Army and a volunteer Navy and volunteer Marine Corps is going to turn this country around. We just haven't seen that yet. We have to encourage them. We have to get in front of them. We have to help them. We have to advise them. They are our future. And I'm so happy to say it. I'm so encouraged. I appreciate the time today and God bless everybody. And to remember, today is a day of remembrance and a day of reflection of our prisoners of war and missing in action. But it's our call to action. Thank you very much.
The University of Central Florida Air Force ROTC Detachment 159 conducted the symbolic setting of the table. Each item on the table represents the commitment we have in remembering the POW-MIA personnel from the 5 branches of the military.